we're going to go over some notations as well as something you should learn about the cube. First thing you want to know is what colors are opposite of what colors. I believe it's the American standard. I'm not exactly sure what area or number it is, but on my cube, as well as standard Rubik's cubes, the color is white is opposite yellow, red is opposite orange, blue is opposite green. So there's no way that you can have a blue-green piece, because the blue and the green do not touch at all, just like you can have a white-yellow piece. Alright? Notations. If we're looking at the Rubik's Cube or the cube puzzle, and we're looking at it in this fashion, the top layer is considered up, the bottom is considered down, front or F, B for back, R for right, and L for left. So, up, down, front, back, right, left. Okay. Now these, when I start giving the algorithms, definitely take them slow and make sure you're doing it correctly. If you do the wrong direction, you'll end up scrambling the cube instead of solving it. So if I say right, so if we're looking at the cube here, this is the right side. So if I'm looking at the right side and I say right, that means a clockwise rotation of the right side. So that looks like this when you're facing it. Now if I say the left side, clockwise is this way. Okay, so if we're looking at it, this is R and this is L. So you see they actually rotate in different directions because they are on different sides of the cube. So it's always the rotation of the side as if you were looking at that side. So if I say up, that's a clockwise rotation of the upside. If I say down, then if you're looking at the downside, you rotate it clockwise. So see, that's clockwise for down. This is clockwise for up. Okay? So just remember, it's counterclockwise or clockwise as if you're looking at that side. So front, back, clockwise, back, clockwise, front. Okay? If I say R prime, that means counterclockwise of the right side. So if we're looking at the right side, it's counterclockwise rotation. So if I say R prime, that would be clockwise R for R, and then counterclockwise R for R prime. Alright, so if I say R, U, R prime, that means clockwise rotation of R, clockwise rotation of U, counterclockwise rotation of R. So that was R, U, R prime. Okay? Let's try that again. R, U, R prime. Okay, now I'll look at these sides. R, U, R prime. Okay. Alright. That should be it for the basics of understanding the tutorial. Let's mix it up. Alright, that should be mixed up enough. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so you want to start by picking a side. When One thing I should note is you know what color a side is based off the center piece. So this side is white because this piece is white. This middle piece never moves. So this piece is green, this side is red, this side is blue, this side is orange, and this side is yellow. I always like starting with the white side. I don't know why, I just do. Now how we're going to start is we're going to want to make a cross with the white pieces. So you have, we already have a white piece here. We want a white piece here, here, and here. So we get this cross pattern. Just completely ignore the corners for now. You don't even want to think about them. Alright, so we have the orange piece in place. And since the centers never move, here's the orange center. If we rotate this so that the center matches the side piece that's already in place, we know that this piece is green-white because this green piece has to be here and this orange piece is in place. So we know that this is the white-green piece. So let's go find that piece. So we'll look for, oh, there it is. Okay, so here's the green-orange piece. It needs to go here on the opposite side. Alright, so let's just rotate the bottom. It's almost there. Okay, so there's the green-white piece, and it needs to go here. If I just rotate this side up, oh, look, it goes right into place. So we now have the orange-white and the white-green in the right spot and starting to make the cross pattern. I could have solved this piece first. It doesn't really matter which order you start creating the cross. Just you want to have the cross by the end. Alright, so red. White-red piece goes here, and here's the white-red piece. So let's see if we rotate this over here. I know it's scary because I just pushed it out of the way. And if I want to rotate this edge up, and now if we want to reline the centers just so we know what we're looking at, the red-white piece is in the right place, but it is not facing the correct way. And the way to fix that would be to bring it back down on the middle layer here. So we just brought it down. If we rotate it to the other side of that wall, now when we bring it up, the white side goes face up. Now we'll realign the centers. Okay, so now we have the white-red that we just put in place, the white-green, the white-orange that was there when we started, and now all we need is the white-blue piece. So now we go find that piece. Okay, here it is. So it needs to go here, and it's here. So again, we will rotate it underneath where it needs to be. So it needs to go here, so we get the cross, and it's here now. And again, since the blue side is matching, we know that the white is down here. If we just rotate this side up, the white is facing the correct way. So now we have the cross symbol that we are wanting. This is what you want to have when you first start. And make sure that they are lined up with the right colors. Next, we're going to be putting in the corner pieces. Now, let's see if we can find one that's not up here. Alright, so here's the red, green, white piece. It needs to go in between the green, red, white centers. So it needs to go here. So we will put the green, white, red piece underneath where it needs to go. So it needs to go here. I just moved it here. Okay. Here's your first algorithm that you need to learn. It's R prime, D prime, R, D. Now you're going to keep doing that. You can see that it put the white, red, green piece in the right, up in the corner, but it's not facing the right way. So we'll do that algorithm again, and we'll keep doing it until this piece is in the right way. R prime, D prime, R, D. Alright, do it again. R prime, D prime, R. Now it's in the right place, but we want to finish this off just to make a habit for later on, because we're going to use that exact same algorithm later. So now this corner piece is in the right place and it's oriented the correct way. Alright, let's go find another piece. Oh, so we pulled this piece out by accident by putting this one in. And it's the green, orange, white. And green, orange, white. So we will put it underneath where it needs to go, and we'll do that algorithm again. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, and we'll just finish it off to make it have it D. Okay, so now we got two corners in place. And here's another white piece. It's a white, blue, red, which goes here. So we will put it underneath where it needs to go, and we'll do the algorithm. R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 Okay, and the last piece. There it is. So rotate it, put it underneath where it needs to go. R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 Okay. Alright, so we have the first layer of the 3x3 solved. And they are all in the right areas because the centers match and obviously all the corners match. Now at this point, how I solve the cube, I flip it over. And I solve the rest of the cube upside down from where we started. Okay, so the bottom layer, you don't have to think about it anymore. We're going to be putting in these middle pieces to solve the center layer. Now this part gets a little complicated, and you'll probably have to watch this section several times to understand what's going on. But, so in this corner right here, right now is the blue-orange piece. Obviously doesn't go here because this is red and blue. So we need the blue-red piece, which is right here. So, if you're looking at the cube, blue is here on the front, red is on the right. Here's the blue-red piece. Whatever color is showing on the top, I put that on the opposite side of the cube that it matches. So, I put blue face up, opposite of the blue side. And it's red on the other side. Okay, so blue side opposite of blue side of that piece that we're moving. Here's the red side. Now the way I remember this is I think toward, away, away. Doesn't make sense when I say it that way until I do it. So the way I think of it is the side that's already solved, I'm rotating it. So since it's blue on top, rotating blue towards red. And then I rotate again blue towards red, and then I undo that. So I move away, move away. Now because we're talking about blue being opposite of blue, and blue is the primary color, what we're going to want to do is bring the red side up and move the corner white piece back into place. See that? And then bring it back down. And now the red-blue piece is in the right place and is in the right way. Okay, let's do that again for another color. Alright, so here's blue-orange. It needs to go here. Again, blue is on the top. The blue color piece is showing on the top. So we will rotate it so that it is opposite side of the cube of the blue side. And since it's going towards the orange side, again, we do blue side toward orange, blue side toward orange, away, away, and since blue is the dominant color again, we will lift the orange side up and rotate the white piece back into place and bring it back down. Okay, so now we have the blue-orange piece. Blue-red, blue-orange. Oh, orange-green was already there, and orange-red was already there. So green-orange and red grain are already in the right places. So we lucked out on that one. But at least you got to see both, one going to the right side and one going to the left side. You may need to watch that section several times to grasp it. Now that we're on the last layer, so because the bottom two layers are completely solved on the last layer, what we're going to need to do is we need to make a cross again, just like we started with the white side. We need to make a cross of yellow. Now, since there are no yellows on the top in the cross section, this is one way you'll see it. This is another way you may see it, with a line, the bar. This is another way you may see it, with the pieces adjacent to each other. Now if you have the L, the little L shape, you want to face it this way, with one piece facing you and one piece facing to the right. And the algorithm is back, up, left, up prime, left prime, back prime, and you get the cross. Okay, let's do that again. Alright. So, we have the L. We hold it like this, where it's facing us and facing to the right, and it is back, up, left, up prime, left prime, back prime, to get the cross. If we have the bar, the straight line, we want to hold it left and right, so just like this, where the line is facing left and right. And the algorithm for this one is back, left, up, left prime, up prime, back prime, and you get the cross again. Alright. One tip for memorizing this algorithm, for me anyways, is if I have the L, it's back, up, left, back. So B, U, L, U prime, L prime, B. The first three letters are B, U, L, which is three letters of the word bulb, like a light bulb. So that's how we remember it. That if it's like this, it's the bulb algorithm. So back, up, left, and then I know I just need to reverse that. So up prime, left prime, back prime, to get the cross. Again, the bar is back, left, up, left prime, up prime, back prime, to get this. Now if you only had the dot like I started with, it doesn't matter which algorithm you do. You either do the bulb algorithm or you do the algorithm for the line, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, and it'll give you one of those situations. And then you can proceed from there with the algorithms. So now that we have the cross up here, what we need to do is we need to see if any of the sides match, like this one. So the yellow-orange piece is matching with the orange side. Are there any other sides? Okay, here we go, yellow-blue. You will either have two sides like this matching, where they're right next to each other, or you'll have two sides opposite each other, or you can have all four sides matching. If you have all four sides matching, you get to skip a step. Hardly ever happens, but it does happen occasionally. Now, whether it is across from each other matching or next to each other like we have here, it's the exact same algorithm. So if it's the opposite sides, you face it towards you and away from you. If it is next to each other, when it was just the L on the top, we faced it, just like this, so it's towards us and away and to the right. This time it's away from us and to the right is how we hold it. So the matching sides are back here and over here. And the algorithm is R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. Okay? So let's do that again. So we'll find two sides that match. There's blue, it's the only one that matches. Green and orange. Okay, those two match. So we hold it away from us, the matching side away from us, and on the right side, and it is right, up, right prime, up, right, up, right prime. And then if you rotate the top to match, you'll see that all the sides match. Alright, next step is to find a corner piece that is in the right spot. It doesn't have to be situated the right way, but it just needs to be in the right spot. So this piece is blue, red, yellow, but this is the green, orange, yellow side. So that is not the right spot. This piece is the yellow, orange, blue, but the piece in here is the yellow, orange, green. So again, not in the right spot. This one, close. This is the yellow, blue, red side, but the piece is the yellow, orange, blue side, or yellow, orange, blue piece. And the last corner is supposed to be the yellow, green, red, and it is in fact the yellow, green, red piece. Now you'll either have one piece in the right spot, like we see here. The other option is that none of them are in the right spot. In the case that none of the corners are in the right spot, it doesn't matter how you hold the cube. And you just do this algorithm. If one piece is in the right spot, like we have here, you hold it in the front right corner. So if we're looking down at the piece, at the cube, it's in the bottom right corner. So closest towards you and to the right is the piece that needs to be in the right spot. And the algorithm, oh, I'm sorry, there's one other situation that all four corners will be in the right spot. Again, hardly ever happens, but I guess it is a possibility. So, and if that's the case, then you just skip this algorithm. With one piece in the front right corner, the algorithm is kind of long, but I feel it's kind of easy because it's very repetitive. It is U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but basically what we did, another thing with this algorithm is you generally have to do it twice. So you can see that this piece is still in the right corner, but that piece is not, that piece isn't, and that piece isn't. So we hold it again in this orientation in the front right corner, and we do it again. And I don't know if you'll notice this time. U, R, now what we did is we brought the white piece up here. U prime is pushing this white piece out of the way, and we're bringing up the left side. Left prime, and now we're going to bring this white piece back in place while moving this piece out of the way. So U, bring this side down so it doesn't get affected again. R prime, and now we're going to bring this white piece back to line up. U prime and L to bring it back down. Okay, so now that we've done it twice, this piece is still here exactly how we left it. This corner is in the right place and it's situated the right way. So is this corner, and this corner is in the right place but not situated the right way. Now in this situation, on the corners is the last step. You'll either have two pieces that don't match and the other two do, or you'll have all four corners are not situated the right way, or miraculously all four will be in the correct way. Those are the only three options. And I'll show you the algorithm right now. It's the one I showed you at the very beginning to put the corners in, where it was R prime, D prime, R, D. Now this is why I wanted to make it, standard that you always bring the bottom back, because you have to do that last step. So let's do it again. R prime, D, R. Now you can see this piece is in the right place and is situated the right way, but we have not moved this bottom layer back, and we have to do that. If you forget to do that, you will not be able to solve it. You'll have to start, basically you'll have to start from the beginning, because you'll scramble it to where you can't undo it. Alright, so now that this corner piece is in the right way, all we do is rotate the top so that it is in its place in that front right spot. And we do the algorithm again until this piece is in the right way. So R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 And you can see, if we rotate this green side over, we have solved the Rubik's Cube. Now if it were all four corners were mixed up, basically you would continue after you put the second piece in, you'd then rotate the top over, do the next one, and then rotate over and do the last one, and you'll get the exact same result. I will put all the algorithms typed up in the description, so you can just look at them. Again, up, down, front, back, right, left. Always pick a color to start with. For me, it helps to hold it the same way the whole time, so that I know that this is right, this is left, this is up. One interesting note is that algorithm, the R prime, D prime, R, D, if you do it 6 times, it puts the piece exactly where it was. So R prime, D prime, R, D, 1. R prime, D prime, R, D, 2. R prime, D prime, R, D, 3. R prime, D prime, R, D, 4. R prime, D prime, R, D, 5. R prime, D prime, R, D. See that? It puts all the pieces exactly where they were just by repeating that 6 times. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions.